Back to the charts with Big Boss Crypto, bringing on a day trading analysis on Bitcoin and on Chainlink. Bitcoin has been moving up the last couple of days, just ahead of the CPI number release tomorrow, which is gonna be a huge one. They talk about interest rate hikes again. Let's look at the charts. So let's see what Bitcoin has been doing for the last couple of weeks, basically moving sideways ever since we hit that all-time high. We've been moving sideways. A lot of crypto people are getting bored because when we hit that new all-time high, people are telling us, well, we're going to 100k, we're moving quickly to the upside. However, we've not moved up or down ever since, basically. A couple of spikes sub 60k, but we've been trading between 70 and 60k for a while now. We haven't yet seen a double top formation. I spoke to you about this in my last day trading updates. This could be the case if they decide to break this local low right here. So we could see a market maker structure coming in, basically grabbing that liquidity, that volume candle at 51k, and then we're gonna move out of there. So if we break this local low right here at 60.7k, mark it off in charts, set an alarm if you want to. Not financial advice, you do whatever you want to do. This is just for education and entertainment purpose only. But if we break that, we are forming a double top formation, which is an indication of a reversal to the downside, and we could go as low as to 51k to grab the liquidity in those volume candles down below. Until that happens, well, then we're still in an uptrend, right? So we could grab some liquidity, which is present to the upside, some liquidation points at new all-time highs. We're going to take a look at that as well. But if we turn to the downside from here, tomorrow, basically when the news is released, then we could see a trend reversal. And tomorrow's news is the big one. CPI numbers coming out from the US. And if it is higher than the forecast of 3.4%, that is no good. That will mean that they could even do an interest rate hike again. So basically pushing it up 25 basis points further than they are at the moment, which could that will rock the market because everybody has priced in a rate cut this year. And if the inflation is still hot, then wow, we are in big trouble. So tomorrow's news is kind of important. We have been moving up the last couple of days in preparation of the news event. So we have to wait and see if the market maker knows something we don't and they reverse after tomorrow. Very interesting. So if you aren't in any trades and are waiting to find a position, wait for news release tomorrow. Wait a couple of hours after FOMC minutes of meeting. That is when you possibly could go into the market and place a trade. Not financial advice, you do what you want to do, but that's at least what I'm waiting for before I place any bigger trades. Look at liquidation map. As I told you, more money is present to the upside. As you can see, a lot of liquidation points at 71.8k, above 72k as well, and we have some at 73.2k. So a lot of money is stacked above us, which means a lot of people have been going short, thinking that the market is going to reverse after news event tomorrow. However, I do think we could spike just a couple of hours before the news release to the upside, and then we could reverse to downside. So eager traders are in the market right now, and they could get burned tomorrow. So yeah, with that being said, let's take a look at Chainlink. So yeah, Chainlink is moving sideways, almost like a stable coin. And as I've been telling you in my last day trading updates, the first high and the first low in a range is where you mark it off in the chart. So this point right here, and you could trade this range, basically go long at the bottom of it, take profit at the top, and then do the reverse when we hit those targets. So I've been talking to you about this in my last day trading updates with Chainlink. So go and watch those if you aren't familiar with this basically trading setup. But we're not going to talk about that today. What we're going to talk about is a possible double top formation which is forming at the $16 mark. So if we break to the downside of $16, we could see a recovery of this volume candle, another rise to the upside, possibly to grab some more liquidity to the upside, and then we could reverse to the downside. And what I'm aiming for is $12 mark because we have a volume candle in that zone as well, and that could be nice to grab that liquidity and then shift out there and move to the upside again. Because Chainlink has been doing this for a while. You can see choppy behavior, bam, 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 boring sideways, and then a big spike up, and then choppy again, and then big spike up. We could see that if the CPI numbers are looking great tomorrow, then I do think we're going to see a quick pump for Chainlink as well. And they did that for over a year for Chainlink, trading between $6 and $8.5 for over a year before we aggressively shifted out there. So this is what Chainlink basically is doing in the bull market. Sideways, big spike up, sideways, big spike up. And when we get to 3 digits, well, they're going to do it quickly as well. So not fast advice. Wait for the double top confirmation before you place any trades. Otherwise, you can trade in the range as I've been showing you in my 3 latest Chainlink updates until we break that to the upside. Then the next target is all the way up to $30. Trade safely. Have a good one. Big Boss out.